Good morning, everyone. There probably aren't many of us who haven't stumbled upon a time in our lives when we only wanted the egg whites and not the egg yolks. Usually that happens when you get into fitness and dieting. Apparently there's a lot of fat in the egg yolk and the protein is in the egg white. So lots of fitness people and bodybuilders just want the egg whites without the egg yolk. But how to separate them quickly? Of course, the easiest way is to just buy egg whites. I know some companies do sell them, usually like in one of those milk cartons. And yeah, then you just simply pour them into the pan. However, like me, you might have found that you don't get that for sale in your general area. Or if you do, it is much more expensive than actual eggs. Especially now, you might find a lot of people doing cottage industries from their home where they get a bunch of hens and they just sell the eggs. And it is of course a lot cheaper than it is at the supermarket. Probably the price is what farmers get for their eggs. But by the time it went through the transport and logistics and whatnot, and the consumer gets them on the shelf, the price has nearly doubled. But if you buy directly from the egg supplier who owns the hens, you usually pay much cheaper, and that's what I found recently. However, now you have just the eggs, and yeah, recently I also started dieting, and many times for various recipes I just want the egg yolks. No, I don't. I mean, I want to separate the egg yolks. I just want the egg whites. So how do you do that quickly? I know you get those little thingies, looks almost like an upside down dome, and you put the egg in there, and then apparently the white will drip off, or rather the clear parts will drip off and the yolk will stay in there. But yeah, I kind of think that's very time consuming. I believe I may have discovered a much quicker way to do it, and to do it like a whole bunch of eggs at the same time. What you do is, first you put your eggs in the deep freeze so they can get frozen. Now, won't they burst if you put them in the freezer? Yes, they will. You will see some of these eggs. Some don't burst or crack, and some do. I see here's one that you can see. Look at the crack in it. However, it doesn't run out. Why? Because it's frozen, so it's frozen solid. There's another one with a crack. Yeah. The other ones, well, some have small cracks. This one has small cracks and some don't seem to have much cracks, if any. But yeah, the only reason they crack is because they're frozen, so they expand. And but since they're frozen, they do not run out. So, once you've put them in the freezer for a day or two and they're frozen solid, you then put them in your normal refrigerator. I suppose room temperature will also do it. But then of course they'll just defrost. Now, an interesting thing happens when they defrost. The egg white becomes runny again, while the egg yolk, even though it's soft and defrosted, it stays in a little bowl. But won't the egg run out of the cracks now that it's defrosted? Well, yes and no. You see, it only had the cracks because it's expanded, because it was frozen. But once it defrosts, the cracks sort of like close up again. You can see there. This one seems to have like one drop running out. You see there, but the amount really that they run out is negligible. It varies from nothing whatsoever to just a drop or two. But now all you do is, let me demonstrate for you here in the pan. So we'll turn on our stove, put the pan on there, add a little bit of oil, and now you're just gonna start making your eggs as usual. Put them in the pan. See, there and there. You see here what the egg yolks now look like. They are defrosted, but they're still in a little bowl. So all you do is you just pick them off conveniently. There we go, and there we go. Oh, this one is taking a little bit of the white with it. Yeah, now I'm holding the camera with the other hand, that's why I cannot just pull that off. Usually I'll just pull that off with my finger. Anyway, and we simply pick off the last one. There we go, that one went off nice and clean. We'll just keep that in a little bowl. And now, as you can see, we have only the egg whites left in the pan. And now we just fry our egg whites as usual. See? Very easy and quick and convenient. Nice egg whites. Yeah, I don't know what happened today. Usually I can fry it just like an omelette, but today it came out more like scrambled eggs. Stuck to the bottom of the pan, you see? But yeah, it's pure egg whites now. Now, what are you going to do with these? Well, I usually just feed it to the dogs. The dogs seem to love these little yellow balls. Funny little things these. See, they are soft. They are soft and defrosted, but they remain in a little ball. They don't become liquid again like it was before they were frozen. Yesterday, just for fun, I put one in a pan and squashed it flat and fried it like a fried egg. Really delicious, I must say, but yeah, if you didn't want to eat the egg yolk, then yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do with this. Maybe feed it to the dogs, or if you have hungry people around you, hungry stuff, or hungry homeless people, or whatever, maybe you can fry them up this, or just give it to them to go and fry up. Otherwise, yeah, maybe you can make poached eggs with this and smear it onto crackers with gherkins, slices of gherkin or something. Make something nice and useful with that. But anyway, yeah, our purpose was to separate the egg yolk and the egg white. We did that perfectly. There's our delicious egg white, and I'm gonna eat that now for my breakfast. And I want to thank you for watching. I hope you found this informative and learned something neat here today. This is the fastest way I know how to separate egg whites and egg yolks. You literally pick off the yolk in less than a second, and there you are. And it's for the same price as normal eggs, or even cheaper if you buy from a local egg grower. Yeah, local farmer or cottage industry, backyard cottage industry, or whatever, wherever you can find the eggs the cheapest. Alright, remember, click like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one for more fantastic things. Cheers!